The one question and the thing which a lot of people are sort of having to self-examine over the last number of months since this started off is the political capital that Micheál Martin and Simon Harris have invested in Michael Lowry.
Yeah.
That really does call into a question of judgment, because obviously Micheál Martin back in 2011 said that Michael Lowry should resign his seat in the Dáil after
a rogue politician.
Yeah, a tribunal of course found that he'd conducted himself in a way that was profoundly corrupt. And having so much invested in Michael Lowry for the fortunes of making this government, that they defend themselves and they put themselves through this situation where Micheál Martin today was so dug in. He was so dug in. I've actually rarely seen him so angry and aggressive. He was trying to push under the front foot. He was having to go at everybody. He said Labour was joined at the hip with Sinn Féin now at this point in time, that it was like unprecedented.
Sinn Féin's questioning the Count Corla because you're disloyal to the institutions of the state.
Yeah, all of this carry on. But is it a mistake to almost to risk the political capital that they've built up after an election in which they had a healthy enough majority? They didn't necessarily need Michael Lowry to be in a position where they had a few independent TDs supporting them. They're risking a lot of goodwill, or any goodwill that is there, because effectively the row is about how tied they are to Michael Lowry. You've heard Cian O'Callaghan, the Social Democrats, today saying, well, what's in the deal? What does he have on you? And that's a familiar retort now at this point. What does this guy have on you guys that you're risking everybody? You're tying yourself to this guy who you have, steadfastly said before shouldn't be in the house in the first place. How are you tying so much of yourself to him?
I'm not sure if everyone within the Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael parties actually sees it that way. And I think objectively they ought to, because that's how everyone else sees it. But because it's now been entangled up with speaking rights for the backbenchers as well, they don't see this as going to bat for Michael Lowry. They see it as the Taoiseach and Taoiseach going to bat for them.
Yeah.
Because if I'm a Fianna Fáil backbencher, I might now get a chance to speak at the Talton Cup version of Leaders' Questions once a year. And that's a forum that I don't have right now, and I'm delighted to have it.